Good morning, you guys. Today we're headed to the junkyard. Pizza for breakfast? Why not? I truly do not miss morning traffic. God damn. That should look heavy, bro.
Yeah, that shit is heavy.
Oh damn. Anyways, guys, I picked up Fred to give me an extra hand with what we are after today, and it's kind of looking good because it's not a full lot, which makes sense. Today's Friday, and you know, normal people got work. But the cool thing is, Dylan, I met him in the junkyard a while ago, became friends, and he roams the yard more often than I do. And he saw a car come in yesterday, so today he came here before the yard opened to go get dibs on the car. And he messaged me while we were driving and said he secured it. So today we're going to be pulling an engine I very well need, and with the help of Fred and Dylan's hands, hopefully we knock it out quick. Let's get to it. Hey Hayden, I heard you like RX-7s. It's kind of one sitting here for quite some time now. It's so rare to come into the junkyard and there's like 8 of these carts sitting there. But wow, somebody did a number on this TRX. God damn. That's your girl?
This one, yeah.
That's your girl? Yeah. No, but this is this is beast mode right here.
I know, that is.
This is what we can use in the junkyard to take things off that we don't, you know, we just need it out of the way. You know what I'm saying? I heard him zapping with this thing, not breaking anything loose, and Fred, you should already know, man. You should be rocking this right now. The faithful girl should be at home, to be honest with you. So big shout out to Dylan. Dylan, I met him a couple of years ago at the junkyard, and we kind of became friends. He spends more time here in the junkyard than me, and he was actually here yesterday when this car was dropped. And because it was like literally the last row to come in before they closed, Dylan worked down the street. So this morning he came, waited in line, and got here first and claimed the car. Guys, this is an RSX Type S, and there's already a few people coming here trying to get some parts off the car, but Dylan already, you know, made his mark. So I'm very stoked because we got the ECU here, PRB baby. The shift box is still here. The entire engine is still here, and this car, without a doubt, should have ran, except it was just in a front and rear end collision. You guys saw the rear was all smushed in. And obviously, before I start taking the engine out, I'm gonna rotate the crank to ensure we're golden there. But RSX Type S, and me and Fred, Dylan went back to his car to grab his tools, and we're gonna get down to work. You guys already know, first thing you have to secure in these cars in the junkyard is the ECU. Somebody already started picking on this, probably didn't have tools. Their loss. The good thing too is the harness is here, and that is a good lump sum. Fred's damn tool doesn't fit in here. PRB baby. ECU secured. So this is a little bit different than the norm of how I pull engines from a car in the junkyard. Normally I drop it to the floor, or if I'm close enough, I'll go to the front and grab the crane. But I'm too lazy for all that right now, right? So instead, we chopped the whole entire front off to stick the cart underneath it, and literally just 2 bolts. This motor should just drop right onto the cart and we can drag it on out of here. So we're almost ready to get this thing out, and just a few more odds and ends. We'll go up to the front to pay for this so we can be more productive when we get home, because I'm ready to get out of here.
Because you're going to go buy an aftermarket one. This is they don't do like this phone. Oh yeah, this is cars too. Huh? This is such a smooth track. Yeah. And it was having that trouble 15 second.
Oh okay. Yeah. You good, bro?
Yeah,
oh boy. That didn't give you no trouble at all, huh?
But man.
So they are putting a bunch of new cars right now in the row right next to us. They already stacked 1, 2, 3, 4 99 2000 front end. You guys already know, but we're not gonna really stay here for all that. I really am just here for the motor, and I already kind of quickly walked through the yard and there's nothing here. Everything is old inventory, except these rows right here, but we're not going to sit here all day waiting for them to finish all the way to the end and the second row in the back. So we're just going to go ahead and bring this to the front and pay for it and get on out of here. But guys, engine secured, harness, ECU, you got the cluster, and there's really nothing left of this car. I mean, smacked in the back, smacked in the front. Interior has been rampaged through, but thank you to you, we scored ourselves engine and transmission.
Man, we got the goodies.
Yeah, and it's split too. I'm taking the long block, he's taking the transmission. So we're gonna go and pay for this, get on out here and show you guys what I paid for this engine and see if I complain today. But let's get on out of here.
Yeah, bro, here, you want to take this filter back? I'll give you $250.
Oh fuck, man. Give me 300 back for that filter.
Get your environmental fee back, right?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
They could fine you for that.
That's some bullshit. I'm mad about it.
I'm sorry, I don't have a mark anything I know that's not coming back like that. Don't even bother marking it. Why? Because it's gonna get hacked up. I want it for parts.
You want to buy a 1-year warranty? No, bitch.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, no, bitch. The fuck? She got quiet after she heard everybody over there fucking talking shit.
They charged you twice for this?
Yeah. Everybody in line
All
was talking shit. Yeah. Huh?
They charge you twice for this.
Yes.
It's one fucking
shit,
piece,
bro. Yeah.
Tell you, man. Nitpick everything here. Even this guy said it. He was like, I'm pissed off because they always nitpick everything here. Everybody in the whole entire line was talking shit. Like, really, dude? You know? I told her, I said, what's the fucking... I talked to her and she walked away. I said, what's the difference between a complete long block and a bare long block? And she walked away while I was talking. And I was like, fucking bitch. And she came back with the paper and I was like, really? And she kept arguing me about the power steering pump. I said, there's no power steering pump on it. She goes, it's right there on the side with the pulley.
Yep.
I said, that's not a power steering pump.
Yep.
Like, we took it off.
She couldn't even take your word for it. She had to come all the way back
She
around.
came all the way back just to verify.
Yep.
She goes, is this one right here under the alternator? And then you were like, that's the water pump. And she was like, wait, so that's not the power steering? Like, dude, the power steering sits right here.
You don't know what the part is? Then don't charge for it.
Right.
You don't know what the part is, don't work at the counter.
Right. Exactly. You got no business there, honey.
No business there. Yeah. I didn't even need the intake. It just looked cool.
Hey, but with the sticker, it's got value, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use it though, because my brother doesn't have a sticker on his. And he has one of my makeshift intakes, so you know, rather than give him, he likes red too.
That sticker alone is like $75.
Yeah, really, it's a sticker. The pipe, here's the pipe, it's a
Take
sticker.
a heat gun, goes right off.
So I'm gonna carry this bitch.
Well, there's 4 of us.
Yeah. But you guys are on the opposite end.
Grab a corner.
3.5.
Here, hold up. Mother! What the hell are you? Let's bend it this way, and we can turn.
All right.
Turn what?
Yeah, turn the motor.
No, we can lift everybody on one side or one corner, lift it up and bring it over. That way we don't have to step over this.
Yeah, but then we got to step over the wheels, so we got to be a little careful about
It's all right. Just got some
I
strength.
got one. Which side do you think is heavier? That way I can grab it.
I don't know. The heavy part was the fucking transmission. That shit's lighting this fucking motor real
Which
quick.
one is the lighter side?
The lighter side is probably the...
Yeah, give the skinny guy the light side right there.
Not that. I already have a hernia, so.
Oh, see? Yeah, you definitely need the light side. Hold up.
Yep.
I should have just stripped this shit down. No, but even then though, like you see like we charged for a complete long block, right? And we still had to pay for the alternator and its core and all that bullshit. And then the fucking core is $50 opposed to it being complete long block or bare long block. It's only $30 for it.
Right? Yeah.
So it went up $20 there too.
Just
I'm like,
because
man,
it was.
My surgeon would kill me.
Was there an extra core for the alternator?
No.
Because it was.
Ah, fuck it.
it's added in
He's
core.
been in that bag way too long.
I got some heavy duty ones.
Basic stuff for you. Simple enough, right?
Let's go. Slide right out, bro.
It's all good. It's got
Here,
a
you
good
want
grip.
Those will work.
It's complicated.
You got me some, bro.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm missing some. Must have fell out. Okay.
What side do you want facing out?
Doesn't matter. Just gonna shove it in there.
Let's get closer.
So
That's
you
what
can
she
see
said,
where
just
all the
shove it in.
damage. Yeah, they see all the damages. That's junkyard motors right there. All right, guys, take a grip.
So what can you grip on this side then?
I'm putting it all.
That's slippery right there.
Just gotta get a grip on that side.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go. You're gonna. No, we can just go straight in and we just turn it.
Let's move it closer.
Move.
I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do.
Move close.
I'm the short one here. Yep. Just want to make sure you guys have room to maneuver.
Okay.
What happened to Danny? He's not doing any more videos. We took him out. Alright. So just straight in.
Ain't nothing gotta move over here.
Ready?
One, two, three. Okay. You know, we out here at Doghouse as always. Got my cowboy with the cheesy tater tots. I got a burger this time. I've actually never had a burger here before, but it looks good.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah. About to chow this down. Woo. All right, guys, so we are back home. I dropped Fred off after we grabbed some food, and I just want to run you guys through the receipt of everything that I've purchased. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I am a little upset with how much I spent today, although everything is worth it based on today's market value. Accidentally ripped my receipt just now, but I want to run you guys through the parts of everything I bought here today, and I'm gonna start off with the engine. The engine complete, okay, complete, is $239.99 with a $50 core. Now there's always going to be a core when you buy an engine or transmission from the yard. There's also a lot of small items that has cores as well too. Now because I took off like power steering, the AC stuff, which is all included with the complete engine, so the only thing they charged me here was the alternator, and that was $10 with a $699 core. And then we have the transmission, which is $129.99 with a $30 core. Obviously Jay gave me the lead on this engine and he wanted the transmission, so I was like, yeah, you know, let's just do it. You can take the tranny and I'll take the engine, although I was really shooting after the crank. But like, if you really think about the market value for a K20 crank, it's not that much more than just buying the whole entire engine. So I opted to buy the engine and Jay got the transmission. So Jay paid for the transmission and the core. The transfloor shifter is $28.99. So this is what pisses me off, right? This cable is 1 unit. Now because it separates, right? It separates and becomes 2 cables. The junkyard would charge you the separate pieces. Like, I swear, they will probably charge me for this bracket too. And I'm gonna sit here and complain about it all the time because that's on some petty shit, no cap. They charged me separate for the cables and I paid, where is it at? $57.98, $58. And then the computer is $53.99 with a $5 core. And then the intake was $18.99. This little piece of crap aluminum piping right here, literally like $20 for this crap. For a piece of aluminum piping for $18.99, that's ridiculous coming from the junkyard. I'm an idiot. I paid for it anyways, whatever, right? Now, what kills me the most here is the cores. I have probably about $100 in cores. And then I have this environmental fee BS, which is $60.29. And then I have the tax, which is $71.29. So just the tax and the cores alone added up the most for what I bought today. I ended up spending $734. $734. Jay gave me $200 for the transmission, which is $40 on top of what the transmission and core was. So thank you for that. But at the end of the day, I still spent $535. Is it a good score? Indeed it is, because the ECU goes from anywhere between, you know, $300 to $500 depending on where you're getting it from, right? So I got that. I got the entire engine harness that goes for about $250, $300, or I can keep that for later swap. But if I want to recuperate money, just that alone will pay itself back. So not really too mad about it now that I'm thinking about everything, but I wasn't really trying to spend this much today. What's done is done. It is what it is. Now, here's the thing. I was told about this engine yesterday, so I kind of did some research, and then I started like really thinking about the long run. You guys remember K24A2 swap CRX? It made 226/170, and that stock VTC was just basic bolt-ons. Now I was gonna swap out the VTC from this engine. This is the spun bearing engine, and use the 50-degree VTC to swap into the KRX and just kind of keep this for a later build, get an extra VTC later, or whatever the case may be. I didn't want to separate that head to do a 2420 because I wanted to keep that as a whole, a full K20, and when I do find a crank, I can rebuild that and have another complete engine. But now that I scored this engine, I can use this whole entire engine for a rebuild. That means I'll have a spare block for whatever reason. I'll find a crank later down the road, and then I have a spare head. So now instead of just swapping the VTC into the car, I can actually use that whole entire head in the KRX and do a 2420. So like I said, at the end of the day, it's a win-win. We scored in the Junkyard. RSX Type S, year 2002. Not entirely sure of the mileage, but the car was sandwiched. It was there because it was totaled from the front and the rear, so that gave us the opportunity to have another engine just stashed in the garage. Before we end this video, I am going to open a couple of packages that I just got yesterday. Let's show you guys what we have. So I killed my battery on this GoPro at the Junkyard, both of them, and this one has about 6%. So I'm gonna plow through this really quickly, but I can assure you guys that these packages, what's inside of it, will have a video on them. This first package right here came from my guy Carlos, CJSWIRING. This is my wiring plug. If you guys are looking for any wiring harnesses for your vehicle, man, be sure to check the link in the description below. So this right here, I requested it a long time ago. When you guys saw the video of the Acura climate control, I did make my own DIY harness, but I was uncertain if it was correct or not. Even though it showed that it worked in the giveaway car, I'm not entirely sure if all the functions were working like they should. So after a long wait of waiting for plugs to come in, he finally got all the plugs needed to do the harness conversion. And guys, we have the Accord into CRX conversion harness for the climate control, and I'm going to be testing this in the giveaway car to ensure that everything functions like it should, and then this will be available on his website. Thank you, Carlos, once again. As always, I appreciate it very, very much. This second package right here came from Atkins Rotary out of Washington. I ordered this the other day, and if you guys have watched the previous videos, I did mention something about my brother's wagon, and this is one of the parts that came in for it, and there's still a lot more coming in. We got some business cards, some stickers, and some pens, which is pretty awesome. So Atkins Rotary Specialties out in Washington, and I saw this on their website, and I was like, you know what, this is exactly what I needed because I couldn't find it. And if you guys don't remember, my brother's car is supercharged, and when we bring it back, we're gonna turn it up. So I bought a 3.15 pulley, which should bring the PSI up to about 10 pounds. And the one currently in his car is a 3.25, which is only about 4 or 5 pounds. So my brother's car is gonna be coming up on the driveway soon for an overhaul. Like, I'm literally gonna get this thing street ready again. Supercharger hidden under the hood, car lowered back down, no more 4x4 status. So if you guys want to stick around, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Now this one right here, private label MFG. Big shout out to Jonathan for reaching out with this product. If you guys aren't on Facebook on the EF group, somebody has been posting about PLMs releasing the EF hood release hinges. Apparently from Facebook, a lot of people had got in on the pre-orders, and PLM had finally started making their prototypes. And I guess I'm one of a couple that got their prototype. So in a video coming here real soon, I'm hoping tomorrow, I'm gonna start this video on installing, testing, and verifying that these prototypes are gonna work for, I mean, I have wagons and CRX. I'm gonna try it on. I'm gonna try it on a hatch as well too, and just like I said, verify that it works, and then we can send some results back in to let them know if there's any changes that needs to be made so they can start producing it. So PLM prototype EF hood release hinges, right? And it kind of just pops off like so. It's pretty awesome. I know a lot of EF guys been waiting for this forever, so I'm definitely excited to try this, but it's gonna be in its own video, guys. Big shout out to Jonathan once again. Thank you for reaching out. We're definitely gonna get this out real soon. So I am gonna wrap up the video right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Junkyard run. We scored pretty good today, and if you did like the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. I am going to continue back on this turbo car. I think you guys should be seeing it after this video, but just mind you guys, I'm going to be wearing the same shirt. So if you guys want to stick around to see the turbo CRX progression, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Fred, for the help. Thank you, Dylan, for the heads up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.